Hello dear students, in today's class we are going to solve the question related to relative velocity. Then what is the question here? Two parallel rail tracks run north-south. Then train A moves north. In which direction the train A is moving? In the north direction. With what speed? 54 km per hour. And train B moves south with a speed of 90 km per hour. Means train B is moving in the which direction? South direction with what speed? 90 km per hour. Then what is our question? What is the velocity of B with respect to A? Means our aim is to find the velocity of B with respect to A. WRT means here with respect to. Then second question. Velocity of ground with respect to B. Then what is the velocity of ground with respect to B? B ಪ್ರಕಾರ ground velocity ಎಷ್ಟೈತಿ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ A ಪ್ರಕಾರ B velocity ಎಷ್ಟೈತಿ? Okay. Then third one. Velocity of a monkey running on the roof of the train A. ಎದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೊಂಟದ್ರಿ ಮಂಕಿ ರನ್ ಮಾಡಾಗ್ತದ? ಮಂಕಿ ಟ್ರೈನ್ A ಮೇಲೆ ರನ್ ಮಾಡಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಟ್ರೈನ್ A ದ ಮೋಷನ್ಗೆ ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಮಂಕಿ ರನ್ ಮಾಡಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಂಕಿ ಓಡಾಡುತ್ತದೆ. So with the velocity of 18 km per hour with respect to train A. So train A ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಮಂಕಿದ velocity ಎಷ್ಟಾದ್ರಿ? 18 km per hour as observed by a man standing on the ground. What its meaning? We have to find the velocity of the monkey with respect to the man standing on the ground. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಂತಾನಲ್ರಿ ಅವನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಮಂಕಿದ velocity ಎಷ್ಟೈತಿ? ಇವೆಷ್ಟು ನಾವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So already you know that what are the directions? This is north and this is south. In the north direction, which train is moving? Train A is moving with what speed? 54 km per hour. So the speed of the train A, that is 54 km per hour, in which direction? That is in the north direction. That is why I will take it is plus. Okay, north means we are going to take positive by the sign convention. South means we are going to take negative. Already you know about the directions. What are those directions? It is north and it is south, it is west and it is east. So north and east they are taken positive and west and south they are taken as negative. Okay, so here the velocity of the train is in which direction? North direction. That is why the velocity of the train A can be taken as positive, that is plus 54 km per hour. So train B is moving in the which direction? South direction. With what velocity? That is with the velocity 90 km per hour. Means I will take it as minus 90 km per hour. South direction means we have to take negative. North direction means we have to take positive. Means while solving such problems we have to use the sign conventions. ನಾವೇನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲಿ? Sign convention ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. So here the velocities are given in kilometer per hour. We have to convert them to meter per second. ಇಲ್ಲಿ velocities ಅನ್ನ kilometer per hour ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾನ್ರಿ, ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು? ಮೀಟರ್ ಪರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Then solution. So what is the velocity of the train in the north direction? That is 54 km per hour. Then I write VA is equal to 54 km per hour. 54 km per hour. Then we have to convert this 54 km per hour to meter per second. So kilometer per hour to meter per second means we have to multiply 5 by 18. Then 54 into 5 by 18. Then 18 3s are 54 and 3 5s are 15. And it is plus 15 meter per second. It is plus 15 meter per second. Okay. Then what is the velocity of the train B? That is BB is equal to minus 90 km per hour. Why it is in minus? Because the train B is moving in which direction? South direction. Then minus 90 km per hour. Convert this one to meter per second. Then minus of 90 into 5 by 18. Then 18 5s are 90. then 5 into 5, that is minus 25 meter per second. So kilometer per hour to meter per second. Then what is our question? Then question A. Our aim is to find the velocity of train B with respect to A. Means velocity of train B with respect to A. Velocity of train B with respect to A. Then next, second question B. Velocity of the ground with respect to B. Velocity of the ground, I will take G with respect to train B. Andre train B the ಪ್ರಕಾರ ground velocity ಎಷ್ಟೈತಿ? Okay. Then next C. Velocity of the monkey with respect to the man standing on the ground. Velocity of the monkey with respect to man standing on the ground. I'll write VMG. So velocity of the monkey with respect to the ground means man standing on the ground. So our aim is to find these three. Then how to find the velocity of the train B with respect to A? Already we know that what is the formula used to find the velocity, relative velocity. Relative velocity of one object with respect to another object. See here, train A is moving in which direction? North direction. And the train B is moving in which direction? South direction. Then the velocity of the train A can be taken as positive, and the velocity of the train B can be taken as negative. And the monkey is running on the roof of the roof under ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ, on the roof of the train A. Okay, train A ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ monkey running ಮಾಡಾಗ್ತದೆ. So with what velocity with respect to A? With respect to A, 18 km per hour. Okay, train A north direction ಹೋಗ್ತದಂದ್ರೆ monkey ಯಾವ direction ಹೋಗ್ತದ್ರಿ? South direction ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. Against its motion ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರ. ಸೊ ಮಂಕಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಎ ದ ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ರನ್ ಮಾಡಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಎ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ so first we are going to find the velocity of the train B with respect to A. First one, that is A. A, that is VBA. So how to read this one? Velocity of the train B with respect to A. Then we can write VB minus VA. VB minus of VA. If the velocity of train A with respect to B, then we can write VA minus of VB. Okay. So now, what about velocity of the train B? That is minus 25 meter per second. Minus 25 meter per second. And minus of velocity of the train A, that is plus 15 meter per second. Then minus into plus 15 meter per second. Then minus of 25. Then minus into plus, that is minus 15. Then minus 25 minus 15. I will take minus as common here. Minus and a common together. Then 25 plus 15. 25 plus 15. That is how much? 40. Then it is minus 40 meter per second. So what negative sign indicating here? With respect to train A, train B is moving in which direction? South direction. That is why we got the relative velocity of train B with respect to A, that is negative. That means the train B is moving in south direction with respect to train A. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ train A north direction ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ, but train B south direction ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. Okay. Then next, what is our second question? So second question is that the velocity of the ground with respect to B. So the velocity of ground is 0. Okay. Then which is in motion here? B, train B is in motion, but the ground is at rest. That means the velocity of the ground can be taken as 0. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಬಿ ಯಾವ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೊಂಟದ್ರಿ? ಸೌತ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೊಂಟದ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಯಾವ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೋದಂಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ? ನಾರ್ತ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೋದಂಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ದಿ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಬಿ. ದೆನ್ ಬಿ Then velocity of the ground with respect to the train B, then we can write it is Vz minus of Vb. Vz minus of Vb. Then what is the velocity of the ground? That is 0. Then minus. Then what is the velocity of the train B? That is minus of 25. Minus of 25. Then minus into minus, that is plus 25 meter per second. Means for the train B, the ground is moving in which direction? That is in north direction. ಯಾವ direction dagari? North direction. So the relative velocity of the ground with respect to B, that is in which direction? North direction. ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಬೈಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೊಂಟಾಗ ಅಥವಾ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ನೇ ಹೊಂಟಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಹಿಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದಂಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Means you are moving in opposite directions. Means train B is moving in south direction, means the ground is moving in which direction? North direction. Okay. Then this is about second one. Then what about third one? So listen here. The relative velocity of monkey with respect to train A is given. Relative velocity of monkey with respect to train A, that is given. That is how much? 18 km per hour. Whether we have to take that is minus or plus. We have to take that is minus. Why? ನಾನು velocity of monkey with respect to train A ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕ್ರಿ. ಅದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾನೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದದ್ದು ಅಂದರೆ 18 km per hour ಬಂದದ್ದು. So train A is moving in which direction? That is in north direction. But monkey is moving in which direction? South direction. According to train A, the monkey is moving in which direction? South direction. Train A ನೋಡ್ರಿ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ದಾಗ ಹೊಂಟದ. ಮಂಕಿ ಅದರದ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ದಾಗ ರನ್ ಮಾಡಾತದ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಂಕಿ ಯಾವ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ದಾಗ ರನ್ ಮಾಡಾತದ್ರಿ? South direction ದಾಗ with respect to train A. That is why I will write it is minus 18 km per hour. Then convert this one to meter per second. Minus 18. So how to convert the kilometer per hour to meter per second? Into 5 by 18. Kilometer per hour ಇದನ್ನ meter per second convert ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ 5 by 18 ದಿಂದ multiply ಮಾಡಿ. Then it is minus 18 into 5 by 18. Then 18 get cancel. That is minus 5 meter per second. Means with respect to the train A, monkey is moving in which direction? South direction. Because train A is moving in north direction, but monkey is moving in south direction. That is why minus 5 meter per second. But our aim is to find the velocity of the monkey with respect to the ground. Means velocity of the monkey with respect to the man standing on the ground. Then VMG. How to write VMG? VBA can be written as VB minus VA, and VGB can be written as VG minus VB. Then VMG can be written as VM minus of VC. Because we are going to find the velocity of the monkey with respect to the man standing on the ground. Velocity of the monkey with respect to the man standing on the ground, VMG. So VMG can be written as VM minus of VC. Then, so I will add and subtract the velocity of the train A, because monkey is running on which train? Monkey is running on train A. That is why I will add the velocity of the train A and also subtract the velocity of the train A. Then minus of VG. Again plus VA minus VA get cancelled, it remains same. Okay. Then I will write this is VM minus of VA. What it's meaning here? It is the velocity of the monkey with respect to the train A. Velocity of the monkey with respect to the train A is given, that is minus 18 km per hour, but in terms of meter per second, that is minus 5 meter per second. Then, so this is VM minus VA plus VA minus VG. VA minus VG means velocity of the train A with respect to the ground. So listen, then velocity of the monkey with respect to the train A, that is how much? That is minus 5. Then plus, so velocity of the train A, that is how much? That is 54 kilometer per hour. 54 kilometer per hour means that is 15, and velocity of the ground that is 0. Then it is minus 5, then 15 minus 0 that is 15. Then so minus 5 plus 15 that is, so velocity of the train A that is 54 kilometer per hour. Then this is in terms of meter per second. 54 into 5 by 18. Then 18 3s are, then it is 15. Okay. Then velocity of the train A is 15. Okay. And velocity of the ground is 0. Means with respect to the ground, the velocity of the train is how much? That is 15 meter per second. So 15 minus 5 that is 10 plus 10 meter per second. So this is the velocity of the monkey with respect to the ground. Means according to the man standing on the ground, the monkey is moving in which direction? North direction. Why? Because train A is moving in north direction, means monkey is also moving with the train A. That is why the monkey is moving in the north direction with respect to the man standing on the ground. But the monkey is moving in the south direction with respect to the train A. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ train A north direction ಹೊಂಟಿದ್ರೆ ಮಂಕಿ ಏನು ಹೊಂಟಿದ್ರೆ ಸೌತ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೊಂಟದ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ದಿ ಟ್ರೈನ್ A. ಅದೇ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರ್ತಾನಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಏನು ಕಾಣುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಮಂಕಿ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಜೊತೆ ಹೊಂಟದ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಂಕಿ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಜೊತೆ ಹೊಂಟದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಯಾವ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೊಂಟದ್ರಿ? ನಾರ್ತ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೊಂಟದ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ. So what is the velocity of the monkey with respect to the ground? That is plus 10 meter per second, means it is north. So what is the relative velocity of the monkey with respect to the ground? That is 10 meter per second. And what is the direction of relative velocity of monkey with respect to ground? That is north. So this is about the question related to relative velocity.